welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and a build update of the Revell 30 Ford Model A Coupe. I spent a couple hours yesterday in the spray booth after I spent a couple hours the day before, well, over the past few days, cleaning up all the parts. So let me show you what my plans are. Let me move Duke out the way, and Lee, and TJ, you gotta go. Tim, you're out. Zach, move over. Chandler, take a seat. Oh, I gotta introduce you guys to Wayne. Wayne is our new cleanup guy. He's a volunteer. He comes over and helps whenever he gets a chance. Real good guy. And I could use all the help I could get, to be honest with you. So let's start with what's obvious. We got color on the body, well, on just about everything. I'm using X32's titanium silver on this, and I really like this color. This isn't going to be the final color by any means, but this is where we are right now. So let me move that out of the way. The interior panels, this is the final color for the interior panels, and you'll understand here in a few minutes. Both sides, they came out great. This airbrush, man, I'm very happy with it. I don't know why I didn't update a long time ago. The back panel, and that's all the titanium silver, and I even did the engine, the titanium silver. And there's a method to my madness. I know I should have painted it whatever, but it's a custom coupe, and we're gonna go with that. The body and the top came out really smooth. Look at how smooth that painted with that airbrush. I mean, I'm very happy with this. If a hack like me can airbrush like this, anybody can. And I will be doing a how I airbrush. It's not how everybody airbrushes by any means, but it'll be a basic get you started and get you moving. So there's that, and here, and let me stop right here, and I'm gonna grab blue pointer number 1 today. No, I better not. Let's grab Mr. Pencil, because I don't want to mess this paint up. What my plans are is this section right here, I'm going to tape mask off on both sides, and we're going to leave that. And then the uppers and the top, and I think I might mask the visor off, but I haven't talked myself into it yet. Everything else is going to get Tamiya's X23 clear blue. Now, I tried using this on a Revell I was doing, and when I clear coated it, I ruined it, and that was the end of the old airbrush. But this one, with the new airbrush, I think we will not have a problem. But that's looking good. The inside here, it's going to be black. And I think the black with the titanium silver behind it is going to look really nice. It'll really show off this the framework in here, and that's what I want to do. I mean, he gutted it to lose the weight, but might as well make it look good too and show it off. So there's the titanium silver. I also did the seats in the titanium silver, and if you see, I had a suggestion, hey, drill the holes out in there, that'll look good. And I did, and they do. but I painted them titanium silver, and you're saying that's going to be a lot of titanium silver on top of the black. Well, I'm going to paint this the clear blue too. So we'll have clear blue inside and outside. The dash is going to get the clear blue. So we're going to have contrast inside and out with that. I think that's going to look great. Now for the frame, I went black. So I shot this yesterday with semi-gloss black. It laid down real nice. And I also, while I was at it, I nailed the rims with gloss black. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do the dog dishes in it or not. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the beauty rings or not. That'll come once I see what this looks like with them against it. but I really want that contrast between the black and the blue and the titanium silver. I think that's going to really pop and give the kit some character. After I was done with that and I was like on a roll with the paint, went with the flat aluminum, painted the brake drums, the pedal, and I painted this with that because I'm going to just take a pin wash on this because I want to really show that detail. And I was able to spray that fine enough to where it shows up. You can't probably see it in the video, but you'll be able to see it once I do the pin wash. And I'm going to pin wash all these too and make them look good. I did inside and out. I know it'll make it fun to glue, but I didn't want that white ring gap that I had when I did the 32 coupe. So I did the inside and out, and we'll struggle with that down the road. Again, like I said, this will get painted the flat black on the inside here to give it at least a low-grade carpet look. So it'll be short pile carpet. Let me show you something here. This is a test spoon I did. This is just Tamiya's X1 gloss black, shot with Tamiya's Thinner and some retarder. And like I said, I'm going to do a video on this here real soon on basics of how to do. But I didn't touch that. I didn't wipe it down. I didn't do anything. And look at the freaking reflection that I got in there. I can see my ugly mug in that. Sorry about it, but you might be able to too. Now, the flat aluminum is flat aluminum. I mean, it laid down as smooth as gold, man. It just did it. And then the Tamiya, the titanium silver, I was messing around with this. So the fisheye is my fault on purpose, really. I wanted to see how thick I could do that. I got a good coat and a good look, and then I thought, can I bring a little gloss up with this? Because it is an X color on here, and I hit it, and I kept doing it, and I wasn't getting the gloss, and I just blasted it, and I still didn't get the gloss. And I've painted with this before, and that's about as shiny as I could get, and I figured with the new airbrush, I wanted to see if it was the airbrush or if it was my technique or whatever, but it's not. It's just that's what I'm going to get. But when I get the clear gloss over it, it'll look, or the clear blue over it, it's going to look good. And I'm seriously thinking about not clear coating over top of this when I'm done. And I know it's a sin, but I'm not going to be doing any decals. If I do decide to do decals, it'll be a pinstripe or the pinstriping on the back and a little on the front. If I do that, I'll have to mask all this off again and clear coat it. But I think I want the contrast between this matte and the gloss. I've been running this through my head all day. So we'll see about that. The engine, like I said, I painted it the titanium with that out in front. Let me pop this off. I'm using the things to hold it. But I think with that out in front and this titanium and this all the blue, I think I'm going to do the firewall, the titanium, and I'm going to do that engine blue. And I think that'll give that the thrust of blue out front, and then the chrome radiator on the top of that. We're going to be using this radiator. I know I played around here with that one. I was just seeing what I could do with one of my brushes. I'm going to use this radiator. I'll flat black this. And with that and the blue and the chrome, this thing's going to just pop. So there we are with that. Again, with the engine, I did the carb intakes. Let me focus this. I painted the carb intakes with flat aluminum. Right now, the carbs are in LA Awesome getting stripped because I don't want them chrome. That is just, I don't know. I'll have the chrome for the caps. And again, I'm not sure if I'm going to even be using these. But I got the chromes in there getting stripped. Let me clean up here just a little bit, make it to where you can see. Or if I'm going to be using the fuel injector. Now here's the fuel injector head and the hoses. I painted that flat aluminum, and then I'll go ahead back with the rubber black and I'll paint those hoses. And these things, to get the mold lines off and everything, they were a lot sturdier than I thought. So I was able to get rid of all the mold lines on there without snapping anything off. And I was full ready to snap something off and then just use my solder, because it's almost the same. I was going to use that if I had to, but it's stuck on there, so I'm happy. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'm using the carbs or if I'm going to use the injectors. So I drilled the injectors out and painted the inside black. And now I'm second guessing myself on, should I have painted them black or should I have painted those like a chrome silver? But I painted them, I went in there quite a bit just to give that look, at that depth. And I'm trying to make it focus so you can see how dang deep those went. There we go. So I wanted to get those in there. I did both of them like that, a good depth. And when I had I did this when I had the pin vise out for the seats. And then I figured, hey, I got that out, so why not do the headers too? So I drilled these out, and I hope you can see that on there, because I went pretty stinking deep with those two, with a pin vise all by hand. And then I took the Dremel's reamer, and let me show you that real quick. I took the reamer and used it just like a pin vise because I didn't want to spin it up. But I used that by hand, just going up against the edge and twisting it up and going a little bit around and around and around and around until I got it to the thickness where I started getting afraid that I was going to blow out the side. So we're right here with that. And then I painted that inside there with flat black too. And I'll come out here and I'll touch up. And up here where the bends come off, I'm excited to use this. It'll be the first time I use it on a kit. I'm going to use my Weathering Master D on that. So look for that in the future. And if I forget to show you that I used it, smack me in the head and let me know. Then I went with a flat black on everything that should have been flat black. I even did the differential with a gloss black and made that pop. So there we are, and there's my ideas. I am going to be running power to the lights. I'm not sure which size lights I'm going to use yet, but I will run power to them. And I got my soldering iron kind of where I'm not afraid I'm going to burn the house down with it again. So we'll see what happens. But for right now, I will let you go. Thank you for watching. I'll probably have another update maybe Monday evening. It's supposed to be a really crummy weekend for weather, so maybe I can get down here and get some stuff done. But anyhow, thanks for your comments, your thumbs up, all the suggestions and everything. I wouldn't have even thought to drill these out without you guys, so I really appreciate it. And all the other suggestions too, because I've had a bunch of them with this build. So let me let you go. Thanks again, and you all have a great night.